Again, I want to thank everybody for participating, particularly those of you who have suffered the injuries from the vaccine. I know this is arduous. I know this is tough for you to travel, but I appreciate it. I do want to point out for anybody watching this via video, even here in the hall, even though these individuals look pretty normal, these injuries are severe. The inner vibrations that some of these people are experiencing are so severe. I just quick to ask Bree. She personally knows 7 people who have committed suicide because the inner vibrations, their symptoms were so severe they just simply could not go on with life. She knows another 15 people who have committed suicide from other members of their group. So again, the injuries don't necessarily have to be visible to be real, to be severe, to be life-altering. It is, again, unfortunate, way more than unfortunate. It's actually outrageous that our healthcare agencies, the President of the United States, members of his administration are completely ignoring these people and their plight. The courage it takes to come forward, I can testify too. The repercussions are quite grave. The vilification, the suppression of what you're trying to say, the censorship. People who have been on this journey with me have been fired from their institutions. They've been sued. Their careers and their lives, if they've known it, have been ended. So that's why you have so very few people that are willing to come forward. Their medical licenses are threatened. The profession that they trained for decades to get good at could be taken away from them. So you understand why they're remaining silent. But I would say one of the biggest impediments to further progress on this is just the basic human tendency to never admit you're wrong. President Biden won't admit he's wrong when he says that this is a pandemic of the unvaxxed, that if you get the vaccine, all's going to be well. The heads of these agencies will never admit they were wrong. My colleagues who voted for the vaccines, who have done videos encouraging everybody to get vaccinated, which, by the way, that might be the right advice for certain people. They don't want to admit they're wrong. Doctors, physicians who have recommended to patients to get the vaccine don't want to admit that their recommendation might have caused a severe harm. It's understandable. I understand that human tendency. But that doesn't overcome the basic humanity of acknowledging reality and doing everything we can as a society. Those of us that voted for Operation Warp Speed, those of us that encourage vaccination, we have to admit there's a side effect here, and it's changed people's lives forever. So again, I'm begging anybody watching this today or via video, first of all, share the video. Share with every contact you have. Let these stories be seen, let these stories be heard, let them be believed so that as society, we can do the right thing. We can acknowledge it. We can put even just a fraction of the time and effort and resources as we've put into the shutdowns and the mask mandates and the vaccine mandates and the vaccine development and the administration of it. If we just take a fraction of that and apply it to research and treatment, and by the way, a vaccine injury fund that actually compensates those who did what everybody asked them to do, for themselves, for the good of their neighbors, for the good of society. The least we can do with the trillions of dollars we've already allocated and spent, the least we can do is acknowledge their pain, help them recover, and compensate them for their injuries. So again, I just want to thank everything for being here. God bless all of you. We all wish you well. And that ends our event.